The Lancaster Cultural Arts Center served as host for an event that, for one afternoon, transported its audience back in time. Former members of the Lancaster High School Bands gathered once again to experience something many had not heard since their school days: a band concert under the direction of Ben Watkins Jr. It was a concert recreation, carefully assembled from original Lancaster High School Band recordings spanning nearly 2 decades. The audience wasn't simply listening to music from the past. They were hearing themselves, their friends, and even members of their own families performing once again. Long before the presentation began, the atmosphere had already taken on the feeling of a reunion. Conversations filled the room as old classmates recognized one another, shook hands, exchanged hugs, and quickly settled into stories that seemed to pick up right where they had left off many years earlier. Before the music began, Will Shaw, Executive Director of the Lancaster County Society for Historical Preservation, welcomed everyone to the Lancaster Cultural Arts Center and spoke briefly about the importance of preserving our local history. He then introduced Ben Watkins III, son of Mr. Watkins, who had spent months listening to historic band recordings, selecting performances, and assembling a concert designed to recreate the experience of attending a band concert. As with every band concert, the program began with the Star-Spangled Banner. The audience rose to its feet and sang together, continuing a tradition that had opened countless concerts during Mr. Watkins' years as director. Guiding the audience through the performance were the familiar voices of Mr. Watkins and Charles Clark, director of the Lancaster High School B-Band. Their words, preserved on recordings made years ago, once again welcomed an audience and introduced selections just as they had done decades before. For those unable to attend the event, the complete presentation, one more time, is available on the Ben's Boogie YouTube channel. As the music continued, the room became filled with hushed conversation. Throughout the audience, people pointed toward the screen as familiar faces appeared in photographs from years gone by. Family members were shown old classmates, former teachers, and younger versions of those seated only a few rows away. Gentle murmurs, smiles, and laughter spread throughout the room as each new photograph unlocked another memory. When the final applause came, no one seemed eager to leave. Groups gathered throughout the room, continuing conversations, sharing memories, and catching up after years apart. As the presentation quietly replayed on the screen, many drifted back to watch once again, discovering photographs they had missed the first time, and uncovering still more memories with each passing image. The concert itself was only part of the day's purpose. It also helped raise awareness for the upcoming Lancaster County Archive Center, where the Ben Watkins Jr. collection will become one of the Archive Center's first collections. Preserving these recordings, photographs, and documents ensure that future generations will be able to experience this remarkable chapter of Lancaster's history. For one afternoon, old friends became classmates once again. Familiar music filled the room, and memories that had rested quietly for decades came back to life. If you enjoyed this presentation and would like to support the continued preservation of these recordings and memories, please consider making a donation to Ben's Boogie and the Lancaster County Society for Historical Preservation. Links are provided in the description below. Our sincere thanks to the Lancaster Cultural Arts Center for hosting this special event, and to everyone whose time, support, and generosity helped make it possible.